Okay, so we are here today with Sam from Splash Paints, uh, owner and the man behind the scenes over there. And so I guess first off, Sam, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Nick.
No problem. So I'll get right into it because I'm sure your time is you're a busy man yourself, and I got stuff I got to get back to too.
Yeah.
So we'll just jump right into
Yeah,
it and
sure.
ask some questions here. So first off, for anybody who isn't aware about Splash Paints and what you guys do, what is it you do? What are your main products, your niche, whatever what can you tell us about Splash Paints?
Yeah, so Splash Paints started as a really small side hustle thing. I just wanted to create a series of lacquer paints that was easy to use and very friendly. So that's how the thing got started, and I've been a big car guy since I was a kid. So that's how I started from car modeling, and then went from there.
Nice. Nice. You said you were into like cars, and I know Splash from a car perspective. I don't build model cars, but you
Mm-hmm.
have so many options for paints for model cars. You're matching colors for all sorts of different vehicles.
Uh huh.
And but more recently, I think you guys have gotten into like there's the Mecha color line.
Sure.
Now there's the Ava paints and all that kind of stuff. And I'm curious, are you a builder of large robots? Are you into Gunpla yourself? How did you decide to get into those kind of products?
Yeah, so I kind of knew about Gundams, but I wasn't into it. And even to this day, I've never actually built and
Okay,
painted like a full Gundam kit.
sure,
But and even I just wanted to try as many different things as possible. And the auto market, interestingly enough, is the roof, or I guess the bar is set pretty low. The market cap is pretty low.
okay,
So I had to look alternative ways to bring in more customers. So I
sure,
ended up dipping into or started to research, communities and things like that.
sure,
So I do plan on focusing on Gundam community and eventually expand out to like military models and sci-fi stuff eventually.
sure. Very cool. I think you're going to find success with that. I mean, everyone I've talked to that has used splash paints for Gundam and
Uh
Mecha
huh.
models is that
Uh huh.
everybody always says good things about it.
Yeah.
That they're durable, they're easy to use, all that stuff
Yeah.
that I think you're kind of going for with a
Yeah.
lacquer paint and
Yep.
what you kind of said, you're trying to be easy to use. So I think you will find a lot of success, and as more people discover it, you'll definitely find
Yep.
more users and stuff, which is really cool. Um, so you mentioned trying to get maybe into sci-fi and military models. Do you have any sort of roadmap or what the next thing? Is there something that's coming up that you'd like to be able to share?
Yeah, so coming from automotive industry, people tend to be really meticulous and they put in a lot of effort into paintworks and things like that. But when I
Sure.
came into Gundam picture, only small fraction of people were actually airbrushing, going through all that work to
Right.
paint their models. And seems like even cars, a lot of people prefer like or spray cans. That's one of the things that are
Sure.
requested the most. And kind of having that under my belt, I don't know what to expect going in, but because I know that military market is acrylic heavy.
Okay.
But when I went to an IPMS show in Phoenix about 2-3 years ago, a lot of people
Okay.
are saying, "Man, there's no good lacquer for military color." So
Sure.
those kind of my kind of plan wrote, but there was nothing specific other than that.
Okay.
But eventually, yeah, I want to expand like I did with Mecha. Start off with something basic,
Sure.
and go from there.
Very very cool. Do you
Yeah.
do you get to build a lot? Do you? Or are
N-
you like me and
Uh,
don't get to build anywhere near as much as you thought you would running a business peripheral to?
this is a personal problem, but I tend to like start a model and just after I do the body, like my favorite part is just painting the body, priming, sanding, doing
Right.
body work, and after I clear coat it, sand it, buff it, and I just kind of stop.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. People ask me about how much building I get to do, and I do the live stream every Saturday, which you're obviously aware of because you
Yes. Uh huh.
really appreciate the donations, by the way, the paints and stuff they've been giving away
Oh, of course.
the last few
No,
weeks,
that's the least I
and
could do.
really appreciate it. And it's like that's my build time each week. I get my 2 hours. And
Yeah.
it's like a business write-off almost, right? I do it, and I can. That time has to be that time because it's for the business, and it's the
Yeah.
only guaranteed time I get. And if I'm
Yeah.
lucky, I get another couple hours here and there. But it's people think, oh, you start a business selling model kits, you must build a lot of model kits. It's like, no, not really. It's been a good thing. It's been working out. I think a lot of people that I know, and hopefully more people, will become aware of your products because it
Yeah.
seems like there's some great. You guys make some good stuff, and
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet. Hopefully,
Hmm.
for me, it's that using lacquers in my house. I've got two young kids, and
Yeah.
I don't have a
Absolutely.
good place to do that where I feel comfortable with it right now.
Hmm.
Maybe the
Hmm.
next version of the warehouse, I can set
Yeah.
up a good spray booth or something.
Yeah.
I guess something just came to mind. Do you have any like airbrushing tips or splash tips that maybe people don't know? Like what's the secret recipe of using these certain paints together, or the thing that will make that paint come out even better when you spray it or whatever? Do you have anything like
So
that?
more than my paint specifically, there's a chart that I actually came across. I thought about posting, and I'll send it to you after the interview. And as long as you follow the product application description, you'll be set. And you can always reach out to me via email or DM on Instagram, and I'll be very happy to assist.
Sure, we can post your email down in the comments for this video. Where else can people find you? It's probably a good segue to that.
Instagram and just direct email through my website would be the
Sure.
best.
And the Instagram's Splash Paints, I believe, right?
Yep.
Put that on the screen too. It's gonna look great.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, thank you so much for sitting down with me and having this conversation. And obviously,
Sure.
people are looking for splash paints. We proudly stock them at mechawarehouse.com. So I tell you where else to get them, but it doesn't matter. Just get them from us.